This video is going to cover the Excel Chapter 3 Pause and Practice. You're going to go ahead and start off by renaming that file with your initials PP space E3-1, and then we're going to select the P&L Worksheet tab. There are two columns hidden, G and H. The percentages used to calculate the variable expenses, rows 14 through 18, and the data are necessary in the worksheet but not for work in this chapter. So we actually are just acknowledging that some columns and rows are hidden on here. We are going to go back to, actually we're going to stay on this sheet, and then we're going to select cells A4 over and down through D9. So A4 over and down through D9. And then on the quick analysis button that pops up once the information is selected, we are going to select charts, and then we're going to choose clustered column. We're going to position and resize the chart. We're going to click the border to display the move pointer, and then we're going to drag the chart so that the upper left corner is in A12 and the lower right corner is going to be in J30. So I'm going to actually be covering this data here. What I like to do is hold down Alt on my keyboard, and then that way I can make sure that when I click on the sizing handles that they are going to be J30, going by row and by column. So I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bigger so we can make sure that it's in the exact spot. And we are covering the data that was below here. So we are going to be A12 down to J30. All right, from there we're going to choose a quick layout of layout 11, and then we are going to create a chart sheet. So we're still on this chart, and we're going to go to the Chart Tools Design tab and Quick Layout, and we are looking for Style 11, which is the last one there. So we're going to still be on the P&L sheet, and we're going to select A4 through A8. And then we're going to hold down Control, and we're going to select E4 through E8. After you've selected those two ranges, we're going to go to the Recommended Charts button on the Insert tab, and then we're going to select Clustered Bar. From there, we are going to hit OK, and we're going to hit the Move Chart button in the top right corner of your ribbon. And we're moving it to a new sheet, and the new sheet is called Income Chart. And we're going to choose a chart style. We're looking for number 7. And then we are going to add a data series to the chart. So we're going to click the Select Data button to open the Select Data range. And then we're going to delete the current range, and then we're going to select cells A4 through A9, and then we're going to hold down Control, and we're going to select E4 through E9. So we've changed that range. We're going to go ahead and hit OK. Wisconsin bar now displays in the chart. On number 9, we're going to select the income chart sheet, which we're already on, and we're going to set up some print options for it. So we're going to go to the File tab and then go to Print, and then it's going to give us our print preview. We're going to click the Page Setup link, and we are going to add a header. So we're going to go to the Header Footer tools here, and we're going to display the file name in the right section of the header. So let's do file name. Actually, I'm going to hit custom header so we can get it in the right section. I'm just going to copy it, cut it from here, Control X, click on the right section here and hit Control V. So we're going to hit OK. And I just did custom header to get that over to the right. And then we're going to hit OK. And we're going to click the P&L Sheet tab and select cells A1. So we're going to exit out of here. And then we're going to click again the File and Print. And the worksheet and the chart are on a single page. That's shown there. And we're going to go ahead and move on to 3-2. First step is to rename the file. So we're going to hit Save, and then you can hit FN, F12, or File Save As. And then hit that right arrow key and backspace out the one and put in 2. So it'll be 3-2. We're going to select the P&L Sheet tab, and we're going to move this chart. So we're clicked on the P&L. I would go ahead and click on your chart, and then we're going to click on the Chart Elements button to add a chart title. So we're going to go up to, let's do the Chart Elements button on the right. So this plus sign here, we can check the box here for chart title. And we're going to click on the chart title, and you can go straight up to your formula bar to type that in. Monthly income by state. Go ahead and hit enter. And then on the home tab, we're changing this to a font size of 18. And then it just says to click a worksheet cell to deselect the chart. Number 3 has us format the chart and plot areas. So we're going to click the outside border. So we're selected on the outside border of the chart. And on the Format tab, we're going to ensure that chart area is selected. So we have chart area in the left section here where it says current section that's selected. It's going to be chart area. And then we're going to go to the Format tab in the Shape Styles group. And we are looking for the More option. And we are looking for Subtle Gray or Subtle Effect Gray Accent 3. Subtle Effect Gray Accent 3. Then we're going to click the Chart Elements drop-down menu, and this time we're choosing Plot Area. From there, we're going to go back into the Shape Styles group again and look at our shape styles, and this time we are looking for Moderate Gray Accent 3. Then from there, we are going to click the Chart Elements, from there, we are going to click the Chart Elements again, and we're going to do the grid lines. So we're going to click on, make sure that grid lines are selected. And we'll do the access major grid lines. And we are going to choose a primary minor horizontal. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so we can locate that command. And that command, I'm actually looking a little closer at the picture. It doesn't matter if this is still selected here, but it wants you to choose it in the Chart Elements button is here, and there's also this Chart Elements button here. So sometimes you have to play with it a little bit. But the little black arrow next to the grid lines is what we're looking for. And it wants us to choose, let's see here, primary minor horizontal. So we are going to choose primary minor horizontal. All right, from there we are going to click the Chart Elements button to close it. It's already closed. Click the Chart Elements drop-down menu, and we're going to go with the vertical value access major grid line. So we'll just double check and make sure that that is still selected. up here in our Format Chart Tools button, we are looking for the vertical value major axis grid lines. And in the Shape Outline button, we are going to go with the Shape Outline, and we are looking for Black Text 1. So we're going to click on Black Text 1. And then we are going to select the minor grid lines in the drop-down menu here. And we are doing the same in the Shape Styles, Shape Outline, and again, Black Text 1. Number 5 has us filter the source data. So we are going to click the Chart Filters button. So that's going to be right next to the chart. And we're going to deselect the Minnesota box. And then we're going to click Apply. And then we're going to click the Chart Filters button to close the pane. So we're just going to click that button again. And then we're going to change the chart colors. So we're going to click the chart border to select the object. We're going to click the Chart Design tab, and then click Change Colors. So we are clicking just the chart border, the outside of the chart here, and on that Format tab, we are going to click the Change Colors button. Let me make that a little bit bigger again. We're going to actually pop over to the Chart Design tab. We're going to click on Change Colors, and then we are looking for the Monochromatic Palette 11. And then it says to select cell B35 to deselect the chart. Once you find 11, you can do that, and then we're just going to click somewhere down here, B35, and then the next direction asks us to click the Income Chart tab, and we are going to change the style, and we're going to change that to Style 3. So we're on Chart Design, and our chart styles, we're looking at style number 3. And then we're going to use an icon as a fill, so we're going to click the P&L Sheet tab. And we are still on B35. And we're going to go up to the Insert tab, and we're going to go to Icons. We're going to type in winner in the search box. And we are going to click the ribbon icon, and we're going to hit Insert, and then we're going to hit Control-C to copy it. And we are actually going to delete it from the P&L worksheet. So I'm going to hit delete on my keyboard, not backspace. Make sure you hit delete. And then we're going to go to the Income Chart Sheet tab. We're going to double click Indiana. That's going to open up this Fill and Line button. And we're looking to expand the fill group. So we're going to click on the paint bucket here. And we're going to select Fill. And we're going to go with Picture Texture Fill. And the last used icon or image may fill the bar. We're going to click the clipboard. And then we are going to stack it. So we're going to check the stack option here. And then we are going down to, and I actually made a small mistake there. We want to make sure only the one Wisconsin is selected. So I'm just going to hit Control-Z and Control-Z to undo that back to when it's blue. And then I'm going to make sure that I've only selected, is it Wisconsin? Sorry, Indiana. only selected Indiana, I'll see those 3 dots around Indiana, and then I'm going to follow through those steps one more time. Picture, texture, fill, clipboard, then stack. From there, we're going to go ahead and scroll down so that way it looks like it does here. It might look a little different as far as the coloring goes. Don't worry about that. And we're going to scroll the pane to expand the border group. So we are looking at, we have down here the border group, and we're going to scroll down a little bit further, and we're going to go with solid line. I'm just making sure it's for Indiana only still. It is. And then we're going to close out of the task pane here. Then we're going to edit the chart title and apply word art. So we're going to triple click the title text box here. And we're going to select the word total. And we're going to type in total income for 3 months. And then I'm going to make sure you have the entire title selected. I think I have an error on the end. Once you have the entire title selected, and you can triple click that if you want, or you could just click the edge of it and get that 4-headed arrow. Then we're going to go to the Home tab, and we're going to change the font size to 24. And then we're going to click the border part of the chart title to display the handles. And we are going to go into the Format tab. It's already selected, so we're going to go to the Format tab, and we're going to go to the Word Art Styles. And from there, we are looking for, in the More group, Fill Black Text Color 1, Outline Background Color 1. I'm not sure which one here. Mine is the 3rd one down in that first row, or first column. So 3rd one down in the first column, I have what is listed there. We are going to then remove data labels and show the data table. So we are going to click the Chart Elements button and deselect the Data Labels box. So I'm going to close out of the Format Chart Title and click the Elements button and uncheck Data Labels. Then we're going to select the Data Table box and click its arrow. We're going to go with No Legend Keys. And then we click the chart elements to close that pane out. And now we're going to edit some alt text. So we're going to right click the border of the chart and select edit alt text. So somewhere up here, we're going to right click and we're just going to hit edit alt text. And you should be able to copy and paste this information over. If not, then go ahead and type it out. And then we are going to close it, make sure that it looks like the image is listed there, and then we're going to start on section 3. So I'm going to hit Control S, and again FN F12. We're going to backspace out the 2, put in a 3. Number 2 for 3-3 has us select the P&L tab. I'm going to close out of that alt text pane. On the P&L tab, we're going to select cells A4 through A9 as the category. Then we're going to hold down Control, select E4 through E9, and we're going to click the Insert Pie or Donut Chart. So Insert, and then Pie or Donut Chart. and we are going to choose the 3D pie chart, and we're going to hit the Move Chart button. You're going to click on New Sheet, and you're going to type in pie chart. Then we are going to format the title of the pie chart. So we are going to click on the total text box, and you can click on the formula bar to type it in. We're going to type in rental revenue and hit Alt Enter at the end of revenue on your keyboard, and we're going to type in June through August, and then you can hit enter to enter that title into the formula bar, and then we're going to click and drag the first line of the title. We're going to use the mini toolbar to change the font size to 24, and then the second line is going to be 18. So I'm going to select this info, Home tab, 24, then select this info, and this is going to be 18. Then we're going to explode a slice of the pie, so we are going to double click the pie to open that Format Data Series task pane. All sections of the pie are currently open. We want just the selected. We are going to just explode the Indiana slice. So again, you just want the 3 little dots on that Indiana slice, and we are going to explode it 10%. So you're going to hit the up arrow on the point of explosion to 10%. You'll see what it looks like here. And then it asks us to select the legend at the bottom and change the font size to 14. So we click on the legend, then we go up to our Home tab, and we're going to click on 14 and close out of our Format Legend task pane. And then we're going to go back to the P&L tab, and we're going to select cells A4 through A9, hold down Control, E4 through E9, and we're going to go to the Insert and go to Recommended Charts. And then we are going to find and click the filled map thumbnail. Double check something. Okay, my filled map option wasn't coming up because I didn't have the ranges selected correctly, and that will always happen. If you don't have the correct range, you will not have the correct charts available. So you want to select A4 through A9, hold down Control, E4 through E9. I was hitting FN on accident on my keyboard. Inside recommended charts, we are going to then look for the filled map option. Go ahead and hit OK. We're going to scroll down here, and we are going to select the chart object and position the chart so that the top left section is in cell K1. So we are moving this, I'm going to go ahead and hit I accept, and we are moving this over to K1. And then we want the lower right corner in V18. And again, it's up to you if you want to use Control and stretch out the edges of the map so that they are in the exact locations that they need to be, but they should be pretty close here. K1 in the upper left and V18 in the lower right. And again, it's Alt and that 2-headed arrow that will allow you to do that. Number 6 asks us to confirm the map chart object is selected, and then click the Elements drop-down menu, and we're going to choose the Series Total option, and we're going to format that selection. So we're going to click on our chart, go to the Format tab. In the drop-down menu here, we're going to click on Series Total, and then we're going to hit Format Selection right below that drop-down menu, Series Total. And Format Selection over here, we are going to be looking for the series options, and we are going to choose Map Area. In the map area, we are looking only regions with data. Expand the series color group in the task pane. And we are going to fill that color for the minimum setting. Gold accent 4, lighter 80%. Then we're going to fill the maximum color, gold accent 4, darker 50%. And we are going to close out of that, but we are going to format the chart title. So we're going to click on chart title, then go up to your formula bar, and I'm going to copy and paste over the information listed there. And just paste it here. When I paste stuff, when I paste text, I typically try to do text only, and that way it will just only be that text, and I can format it however it asks me to. I'm actually going to make that look a little bit better. From there, we are going to click the chart border to select the chart area. And I'm going to just double check and see what this chart title looks like over on this page. Okay, so it is just one line across, and I just wanted to double check that. That's what's nice about these end images. They'll always show you what it should look like. And now we're going to format the chart area. So we're clicking on just the chart area somewhere outside of the chart, maybe to the left or to the right of it, of the chart title. And then we're going to go up to the Chart Tools Format tab, and then we're going to go into Shape Styles, and we're going to go into Shape Outline, and we're going to choose Black Text 1, and then we're going to go back in and do Shape Fill, and then we're going to look for Light Gray Background 2. That's going to be this top one here. And then we're going to create a sunburst chart. So we're going to go to the Concierge Fees tab. And on here, we're going to go ahead and select, we're going to reduce the zoom so that you can see rows 5 through 64. So I'm going to zoom out. And we're going to click the name box. I'm going to type in A5:D64. Once I hit enter, it selects that information, and then we're going to go to the Insert tab, and we're going to click the Insert Hierarchy Chart, and then we are going to go down to Sunburst. And from there, we are going to hit the Move Chart button, New Sheet, and we're going to type in Sunburst. On the new sheet, we are going to click the Chart Elements button and check the chart title text box chart elements box to deselect that. And then we're going to click the sheet background to deselect the chart. So somewhere on the background of this sheet, I'm just going to go down here and click. And then we're going to insert some spark lines. So we're going to select the last year tab. On here, we're going to select the cell ranges B5 through M19. After you have B5 through M19 selected, we're going to click on the Insert tab, and then we're going into Spark Lines, and then we're going to go to Column Spark Line. The location range is N5 through N19. So I would go ahead and just select that on here so it comes up with them both absolute. Then we're going to hit OK. We're going to format the spark lines. We're going to left click N, then right click N, and go to column width and type in 30. And then we are going to select rows 5 through 19. Right click on 19, go to row height. We're going to type in 30. And then we're going to be on 10C, where we select the sparkline group, and we're going to change the sparkline color on the sparkline tab. We're going to change it to light gray, background 2, darker 25%. Then we're going to go to the high point box in the sparkline tab in the show group. We're going to check high point, and then we are going to click the marker color button. And we're looking for green accent 6. Then we're going to choose cells N4 through N20, N4 and N20 through 21. So I'm looking for a cell, I'm going to make this bigger, N4, and then I'm going to hold down Control and select N20 and 21. So I have those 3 cells selected, and I'm going to choose a fill color, light gray, background 2. And then from there, we're going to click the border button to apply an outside border. And we're going to select N5 through N19 and do all borders. So N5 over and down through, will be N5 through N19. So I'm actually going to zoom out of this a little bit more. N5 through N19. So 1 second, because I think I read that wrong. Okay, so sorry, we're still selected on these 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's N4, N20, and N21. We're going to do outside border for that. Then we're selecting N5 over and down through N19, and then that is going to be all borders. And then you can go ahead and compare your final product with the images that are on the screen here. And it looks like I still have an extra border in between N20 and N21, so I'm going to remove that. I'm going to click between N20 and N21, and I'm going to choose no border, and then I'm going to go in and do just outside border. And then that's it.